So if you can tell that in LA, there are different things of melting pot when it comes to food and culture. So a lot of immigrants from Asia come to LA nowadays, mainly because of the closeness. So you can tell that within LA, there's so many different good food, like so many different good food, right? So from Mexican, sushi, Japanese, Thailand, Thai food, among others. I would say the biggest thing though, the biggest population, we're so close to Mexico, is that Mexican food are pretty good here. And so one of the popular fusions, of course, is Mexican and Korean food. But everything has pros and a con. So in this case, for Mexican food, we have a lot of things like tacos with kimchi's, right? But I would say for me, I went to one restaurants just to show you what kind of potential synergy that can happen. So for the first one, I got a ramen. I'm not sure how common it is in Korea, but this ramen has oysters. Yes, oysters. So it's almost like seafood ramen, but at the same time, it's not really seafood. I guess it is since it has oysters in it. So from that perspective, it's really interesting. That's one of them, and you can see the texture and everything just so good. It just is actually really good. And then the second one is the fried chicken. So we all know about Korean fried chicken, right? So I have two of them comparing side by side. One of them is soy garlic, right? So I think that's pretty common within the Korean staples. The other one, which seems kind of weird and different, is in the US, we like to eat what we call chicken and waffles. So basically, waffles are normally eaten with sweet sauce and have chicken, which is fried chicken, over it. And I think that's pretty popular within Korea. So in this here, we have honey and butter. So it's almost like really sweet fried chicken. From that perspective. And so that's one. And then the last one, of course, is gotta top it off with Korean food, right? And in this case, with Korean food, it's boiled cabbage with pork. It's actually pretty good. And not a lot of people come to LA or Koreatown for Korean barbecue. But to be honest, bosom, which is boiled pork, is actually another way of eating good food that's not Korean barbecue. So from that perspective, I would imagine that this is something you want to try, since I showed that Korean food at the end. For the most part, I would say definitely a lot of things going on. If you come to LA, there's so many different foods to try, so feel free to explore and don't be scared if they look kind of odd or weird compared to what you've been eating in the past. Some of them include raw crabs, as well as things that still move while it's dead. If you like this episode or interested in learning more about this, leave a comment and I'll make additional comments about and episodes about these type of things. Or if there's anything else that you don't want to see in the future, leave a comment down below as well. Make sure to refrain from showing these type of contents in the future. Again, thank you so much. And please subscribe and comment.